Welcome to the Diamond. Adrenaline is pumping in every play today, and we've got our eyes locked on the details that others miss. Before we jump into the action, I want to ask God to pour out His blessings upon every single one of our subscribers, your families, and your friends. May prosperity and health always be with you. If you're looking for precision, hard-hitting data, and that strategic analysis that sets the winners apart from the rest, you're in the right place. The stage is set and the arsenal is ready. We're going to dominate the board with the conviction of a champion. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. Welcome to the Diamond. Today we analyze an interleague clash at Comerica Park where the real value lies hidden within the mound struggles. While Miami arrives with a superior record, pitching trends shift the scales toward the home side. A sharp analysis doesn't just look at the logo, it focuses on the arm's current form. Let's dive into the pick. Pick analysis: Detroit Tigers to win, ML. From a professional betting perspective, this matchup presents a classic fade opportunity against a starting pitcher currently enduring a mechanical identity crisis. The Chris Paddack factor, Marlins. Paddack enters this game with alarming stats, an 8.31 ERA and a 1.73 WHIP. As an expert, I've noted that his command in the strike zone has effectively vanished. In early 2026, opposing hitters are punishing his four-seam fastball, which lacks the explosive life it once had. When a pitcher yields this much contact and fails to generate swings and misses, backing him as a road favorite is an unnecessary gamble. The stability of Kader Montero, Tigers. On the Detroit side, Montero offers a much firmer foundation. With a 4.15 ERA, he has proven capable of keeping games within reach. A crucial nugget for experienced bettors is his history against Miami. In 2025, he dominated them with 5 scoreless innings. His familiarity with the Marlins lineup and the cavernous dimensions of Comerica Park play heavily in his favor, allowing him to stay aggressive without fearing that fly balls will easily turn into home runs. Context and value. While Miami boasts a better start to the season, 8-5, Detroit, 4-9, is in an urgency spot at home. The market often overvalues team win/loss records, but sharps focus on performance metrics. The mound advantage clearly tilts toward the Tigers. If Detroit can attack a vulnerable Paddack early, the home bullpen should be more than capable of locking down the win in a park that historically suppresses visitor power. Pick conclusion. The combination of a declining starter, Paddack, against one who commands his home turf, Montero, makes Detroit the smart play. The value sits squarely with the home team seeking redemption. The key to success in the big leagues isn't guessing, it's projecting with data. Detroit has everything in place to exploit the cracks in Miami's pitching and deliver a solid home win. Trust the analysis, maintain your bankroll discipline, and get ready to cheer every strikeout. Let's make this April 10th a winning night at the ballpark. Welcome to the Queen City, where the base paths are set to sizzle. Today we aren't just looking at win-loss records, we're staring down the radar gun and spin rates. This matchup in Cincinnati between the Angels and Reds is a masterclass in contrast, raw power versus contact engineering. Get ready for a high-octane analysis where the real betting value is found within the fine details of the pitching mound. Pick analysis: Cincinnati Reds -1.5, run line. From a sharp perspective, this game is defined by the massive disparity in the stuff of the starting pitchers and how that repertoire interacts with the hitter-friendly environment of Great American Ballpark. Chase Burns, the strikeout phenom. By this point in the 2026 season, Chase Burns has established himself as Cincinnati's undisputed ace and a legitimate Cy Young front-runner. His metrics are a nightmare for any hitter, a K/9 rate north of 13.0 and an elite 0.82 ERA. His slider, which generates nearly a 60% whiff rate, is the ultimate equalizer. Against an Angels lineup that historically struggles to adjust its timing against elite velocity, 100+ mph, Burns has the ability to completely silence the visiting bats, effectively removing randomness from the equation. Jack Kokonowicz, the contact risk. On the opposite mound, Jack Kokonowicz is a contact pitcher who lives and dies by his sinker. While his 57% ground ball rate is impressive, it's a dangerous gamble in Cincinnati. With a 1.55 whip in his early 2026 starts, Kokkinowicz allows way too much traffic on the bases. In such a small park, any mistake that doesn't result in a ground ball has a high probability of leaving the yard. The Reds' offense, despite a recent slump, is tailor-made to punish pitchers who rely on putting the ball in play frequently. Value in the run line, minus 1.5. Professional bettors look for a margin of safety. When you have a dominant arm like Burns, the probability of the Angels scoring more than 2 runs is minimal. This allows us to attack the minus 1.5 run line with high confidence. While Burns dominates and limits the damage, we only need the home offense to capitalize on a few of the many opportunities Kokkinowicz typically concedes due to his high-traffic style. We project a decisive score, likely 5-1 or 6-2, covering the handicap comfortably. Today's key is absolute mound dominance. With Chase Burns pitching at a video game level, the Reds have the safety net needed to cover the 2-run spread. Don't let short-term offensive slumps distract you from the pure talent on the mound. Stay disciplined, trust Burns' electric arm, and get ready for a smart payout in Cincinnati. Let's cash this ticket. Welcome to the Betting Lab. Today, the real value isn't found in home run highlights, but in the grit displayed on the mound. Arizona and Philadelphia clash in a matchup that casual bettors see as a slugfest, but expert eyes detect a duel of strategic pitching. Get ready for a night of tactical precision and clinical outs. Let's break down why the under is the ultimate sharp move for this Friday night. Pick analysis, total runs under 9.5. From a professional sharp standpoint, the 9.5 total feels inflated by the public's fascination with stars like Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. However, the technical fundamentals of this specific matchup point heavily toward a low-scoring affair. Michael Soroka's resurgence, Arizona. In 2026, Soroka has fully regained his form as a weak contact specialist. He relies on a heavy sinker to induce ground balls at a rate exceeding 55% so far this season. This is crucial at Citizens Bank Park. By keeping the ball down, he neutralizes the stadium's launchpad reputation. He forces the Phillies to grind for every single base instead of letting them rely on momentum-shifting home runs. Jesus Luzardo, the lefty dominance. Luzardo, now a cornerstone of the Phillies' 2026 rotation, brings electric stuff to the mound. His K/9 remains at an elite 11.2 level. The Diamondbacks lineup, while fast, historically struggles against lefties with 97+ mph fastballs paired with a disappearing changeup. Luzardo has the ceiling to shut down Arizona for 6 or 7 innings, likely allowing no more than a run or two, which keeps the total well within our target range. External factors and bullpen strength. The Philadelphia April air is crisp, around 54 to 57 degrees Fahrenheit at night, which significantly limits ball carry. Furthermore, both bullpens have shown remarkable stability this year. The Phillies relief corps has lowered its collective whip to 1.18, ensuring the late innings don't devolve into high-scoring chaos. When you have 2 starters capable of reaching the 6th inning having surrendered fewer than 3 runs, a 9.5 line provides a massive safety net for the disciplined bettor. Success in this game is about reading what the public ignores. While everyone else chases the fireworks, we trust the mechanics and the cool April breeze. Stay disciplined, trust the sharp process, and let the pitching do the heavy lifting. We're heading for a win with the confidence of those who truly understand the game's inner workings. Let's cash this ticket with intelligence. Family, now we continue with our props players. Pick, Jesus Luzardo over 5.5 strikeouts. The analysis for Phillies ace Jesus Luzardo points strongly toward the over on 5.5 strikeouts. His 2025 campaign was historic, finishing with 216 strikeouts and a 28.5% strikeout rate, the 5th highest in MLB. In his most recent start against Colorado, Luzardo proved his arm is in peak form, racking up 11 punch-outs and generating 23 swinging strikes, a figure that highlights the difficulty hitters face against his mix of velocity and movement. Arizona, while a dynamic team, has historically struggled against Luzardo's command. He has recorded 25 strikeouts in just 23 career innings against them. With the line set at just 5.5, the margin for error is high for a pitcher who averaged nearly 6 innings per start last year. Home field advantage and his strong 2026 start make this a high probability play to hit before the 6th inning. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.